Most of us enter into marriage with the best of intentions, but despite our best efforts, many of us lose interest in our spouse and the marriage can become boring and predictable. So why do we get the 7-year itch? The cuddle chemical. You may have a chemical problem, since we now know that spouses who have been together for some time decrease their production of those hormones that stir passion and desire. Instead, your brain begins to produce more oxytocin, which is called the companionable or cuddle chemical. Separate worlds. Many of us live in separate worlds that rarely intersect. We begin to redefine how we think of our partner. She may become someone you pay bills with, wash the dishes with, and the one you share all the little tasks with. You no longer think of your spouse as the one person who gets you. Arguments that go nowhere. Lack of conflict resolution drives many people away from marriage into disinterest and disconnection. If you can't repair the relationship after arguments and you can't build consensus, you're left with one thing: isolation. And isolation begins to define how you think about the relationship, and you become indifferent and even bored with your partner over time. A lack of emotional skills. A lot of people lack fundamental skills in handling emotions. They don't recognize feelings in themselves or their spouse. They don't know how to reach out to their partner or even how to calm down when they're angry or disappointed. As a result, their spouse feels lonely, frustrated, and misunderstood. Now, most of my clients think that their biggest problem is the lack of physical intimacy. We know that while sex is important to a marriage, it is not nearly as important as many people think. The real issue is how each partner thinks about the physical intimacy, whether they're feeling rejected or desired, and whether they feel that their partner understands their needs and is willing to compromise. Happy couples create an intimate life that works for each person in terms of intensity, style, and frequency. Have a question? Please send them to me over Twitter by adding hashtag Dr. Sylvia after your question. And for more information and tips, please follow me on Twitter at Dr. Gearing, friend me on Facebook, and please visit my blog at gearingup.com. I'm Dr. Sylvia Gearing.